Hi, it's Mimi. I've got another book for you today. This one is called Henry and Mudge in the Sparkle Days, and it's by Cynthia Ryland, illustrated by Susie Stevenson. The Sparkle Days. It was winter. Winter! Henry and his big dog Mudge loved winter because Henry and his big dog Mudge loved snow. There they are. This winter, they were still waiting for the first snow. Henry looked out his window every morning. "Not yet, Mudge," he would say. "It's looking for the snow. Didn't snow yet." Henry looked out his window every night. "Not yet, Mudge," he would say again. There he is, checking at night for snow. Then one morning, Henry looked out his window and he shouted, "Snow, Mudge, snow!" Look at how happy he is. He and Mudge put their noses against the window. They watched the snow sparkle. They were ready for a sparkle day. When Henry got dressed to go outside, there wasn't much of Henry to see. He wore snow boots, snow pants, a snow jacket, snow mittens, and a snow scarf. He also wore a snow mask that only let his eyes and mouth show. You can't hardly tell who that is. When Mudge saw Henry in his snow clothes, he barked and barked and barked at the strange creature. Then Henry took off his mask and showed Mudge's face. Mudge wagged his tail and followed Henry outside. See, he didn't know who he was. And then he's like, "I know who you are." The snow made Henry and Mudge want to run, so they ran in circles around in the yard. Mudge poked his big black nose into the snow. He used his nose to dig a little hole. "Achoo!" went Mudge. Snow always made him sneeze. Henry lay down and made snow angels. Mudge lay down and messed them up. There, he made snow angels, and then Mudge messed them all up. So Henry threw a snowball at him, but Mudge just wagged his tail. "Aw, Mudge," Henry said, giving him a hug. Henry built an icy hideout, and they were snow spies. There were so many snow spies in the neighborhood. See, they're all spying on each other. After 4 hours of playing, they went back inside. Henry's hands were wet, and his nose was drippy. Mudge's paws were wet, and his nose was drippy. Henry's mother wiped Henry's nose. Henry's mother wiped Mudge's nose. Then she put a blanket on the floor, and Henry and Mudge curled up on it and fell asleep. Oh, did they love sparkle days. There's Henry's mom getting them all fixed up, and then there they are resting afterwards. They played for 4 hours. That's a long time. Christmas Eve dinner. Every Christmas, Henry's house sparkled. It sparkled silver, it sparkled gold. It had a Christmas tree that sparkled millions of colors. There's their sparkle house. The day before Christmas, Henry's mother and father always cooked a lot. They cooked all day. and the house smelled wonderful. Henry's mother liked to bake cookies. Henry helped her cut them and decorate them. She gave a lot of them away. There were the parents cooking, and then there they were making the cookies. You like making cookies? Henry's father liked to bake the turkey. He took a long time dressing it. There he is. Henry thought this was a very funny idea, he told Mudge. Dad's dressing the turkey. Then he giggled and giggled. He thought he was putting clothes on him. But when you dress the turkey, you're actually getting it ready for the oven. You're putting all the things together, tying the legs and putting the stuffing in and stuff, seasoning. In the evening, it was time for Christmas Eve dinner. The dinner was always fancy. They always ate in the dining room instead of the kitchen. And they liked to dress up. Even Henry. It was the only time he liked fancy things. There's the dinner, dress up time. Henry's father put a bright red cloth on the table. He put shiny white dishes on top of the cloth. Henry's mother brought out 2 green candlesticks. She put them in the center of the table. There's their fancy table with the white plates and the red tablecloth. Then Henry's father carried all the food. Henry, his mother, and his father sat down to eat. They looked at each other. They looked at all the food. "Wow," Henry said. There they are at their fancy Christmas Eve dinner. His mother lit the candles, and they began eating. But while they ate, they could hear Mudge crying. He hadn't been invited to the fancy Christmas Eve dinner because he was a dog. He had to stay in Henry's room. Poor Mudge, thought Henry. Poor Mudge, thought Henry's parents. They all looked at each other. Then Henry's father smiled. He got up to find an extra plate. There he is, sad because he's locked in the room. And then they were sad. I wonder what they're gonna do. Henry and his mother and his father filled the plate with food. Then Henry let Mudge out of his room. When Mudge came to the table, Henry's father put the plate of food on the floor. There he goes running. Henry's mother held one of the candles beside the plate. Mudge wagged his tail and began eating as fast as he could. It was his first fancy dinner in the dining room. It was his first fancy dinner by candlelight. "Merry Christmas, Mudge," said Henry. Mudge looked at Henry and sneezed some fancy turkey on him, and they laughed about that all night long. He got a candle, and then he, oh my goodness, sneezed food all over Henry. Ugh. Firelight. On winter nights, Henry and Mudge's parents and Mudge loved to take walks. They loved to see the warm lights in the houses. They loved to see the winter stars in the sky. They loved to see the sparkle of the moon on the white yards. They felt happy on these walks. Mudge never stopped wagging. One night they even saw a shooting star. "Make a wish," Henry's mother said. There they are. Henry's father wished for peace on earth. Henry's mother wished for her favorite baseball team to win. Henry wished for chocolate pudding every day for the rest of his life. They all wondered what Mudge wished for. Probably for half of my chocolate pudding, said Henry. After their walk, they loved coming home to their fireplace. Henry's father and mother sat on the couch, hugging. Henry and Mudge laid on the floor. The wood popped and crackled. No one talked much. They just watched the flames and thought about sparkle days. The house was quiet. The room was dark. The fire was red, and everything was warm. They're just so comfy and cozy by the fire, getting warmed up after their cold, cold walk. On one winter night, Henry and Henry's father and Henry's mother and Henry's big dog Mudge rested. And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this book. I really like reading these books to you guys. I'll read another one soon. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.